Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today is a non-tech review because I'm going to bring you guys a review of the Fussy reusable eco deodorant. Now, this is certainly way more lifestyle than technology. However, this is something I purchased for myself about 6 to 8 weeks ago and something I've been using since. And when I was looking to purchase it, I couldn't find any reviews out there on YouTube. And so every so often on this channel, I will just throw up a review of something that I was looking for that I couldn't find. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. And if you're just here for the tech stuff, you can switch off now. And this product is a reusable, refillable, eco-friendly deodorant. And the chances are, if you're looking for products like this, you've probably come across a company called Wild before. Now, I have used Wild deodorant before and it just doesn't work for me, and I found that I was still smelling after using it for a couple of months, especially on things like long runs. That meant for the last year I've just been using your regular kind of use it and throw a packet away deodorant. And then I saw Fussy on Dragon's Den. So I've been using this for about 6 weeks now, and I've been using it for kind of my daily deodorant, but also when I'm being out for a run and doing exercise as well. And to put some of that in perspective, I tend to do park run most Saturdays. I also quite often go for a kind of 4 to 6 mile run during the week a couple of times as well. And for me, I found that this deodorant works every single time and I don't smell. So let's dive into Fussy a little bit more. And I want to talk about the pricing to start with. So when you get started with Fussy deodorant, you're going to need to order yourself a case as well. For £12, you can get a case with the first refill. Now, this price is part of the subscription service, and if you just want to buy it as a one-off, you will need to spend £20 instead. That difference in price is obviously to make you subscribe. It is worth saying that you can pause your subscription for an amount of months just by your account quite easily, and if you want to cancel it, you can email them, and that is pretty easy to do as well. Although personally, I prefer subscriptions where you can cancel from the actual account without having to be in contact with someone. Now, £12 still makes it a little bit of an outlay initially, but I have got a link below, and if you follow that and sign up, you will save 30% off your first order. This brings the case and the deodorant down to £8.40 as a starter pack. Now, all of the prices that I've mentioned include postage as well. From that point on, a 3 refill pack costs £15, and they need to be ordered in packs of 3 that tend to come to you once every 3 months. Although you can change how occasional this happens. Now, the reason for packs of 3 is to make it more affordable on that free postage for Fussy. Now, the case itself comes in a choice of colours, and you can choose which colour or design you fancy from the website. It has a removable top, a section that comes off for adding the refill itself, and then a twisty bottom for lowering or making the deodorant rise up. The case itself is a nice design, and I really like the rounded edges and the embossed Fussy word on it. The really weird thing, which I can't quite work out why, is that Fussy haven't designed it so it can stand up on its own. I just find this a really odd design choice. When it comes to installing a refill, it's as simple as removing that inner section of the case, popping the refill in, and then adding that inner section back over the top. From there, if you've replaced a previous refill, then you're going to need to wind the deodorant all the way down. It's probably better to do this before you actually put the new refill in. Now, Fussy say a refill will probably last about 4 weeks. However, I found that my first one actually lasted me 6 weeks, using it once in the morning, once in the evening, and then sometimes after a shower after exercise. And that's been part of my daily routine. So I've used it when I've gone for exercise, I've used it when I've gone out for a walk, when I've gone to town, when I've met with friends. It's just been my daily deodorant, and not once, even in the heat wave we're currently having in the UK, have I smelled. In addition to that, there's a load of eco-friendly credentials to talk about with this deodorant. So it is eco-friendly, it's vegan, and it doesn't leave marks. Those refills, when they're emptied, are also compostable, which is great. Fussy also produce these refills in the UK, and they try and minimise the air miles of the different products involved, so they try and source locally where they can. Now, when it comes to getting used to it, Fussy say there may be a transition period of 2 to 4 weeks when it might not be as effective as it could be. That's worth bearing in mind if you're switching to this, just so you're aware when you're first using it. Now, this wasn't something I found, but I think Fussy just say that because different people's bodies adapt differently. And then finally, we should talk about the smells, because there are a variety of smells you can choose from, and you can change these per subscription. You can also mix them up, so you don't have to have 3 of the same. Now, so far I've used the Tropical Tonic and also their Beer Odeon one, which was a partnership they did with Brewdog. Now, in my opinion, both smell really good, and the Brewdog one certainly doesn't smell like beer if you're worried about smelling like an alcoholic. Of course, whether something smells good to you, it's very much a personal thing, and they do offer a kind of smellless one as well. So all in all, what's the verdict on Fussy? So Fussy offer a great eco-friendly deodorant that's biodegradable, it's refillable, and it actually works. And having used this for 6 weeks now, this is something I'm going to keep using, and certainly something I would recommend you try. The only real thing to note is the cost of this, and at £5 a refill, it is of course more expensive than your average deodorant. That being said, if you're only spending £5 every kind of 6 weeks, it doesn't work out too badly. And of course, if you want to save 30% on your first order, I have put a link below that you guys can follow. If you've got any questions, do stick them below. If I have any major updates on this, I will also post that below as well. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like. Consider subscribing to my channel where I usually make tech videos, and I'll see you guys again soon.